Hello, everyone. So I am Jonathan Chemoul, founder and CEO of aleph Cloud. First and foremost, aleph Cloud is the decentralized cloud. So like whatever you can do with AWS, you can do it on aleph Cloud, like request a virtual machine with like X CPU, X gigabyte of RAM, etc. And today we'll talk about AI agents. Like everyone talks about AI. A lot of people are talking about AI agents, but what if we combined a decentralized cloud with AI? What can it give us, basically? So why does a decentralized cloud matters? Because you have the traditional AI challenges, like having everything running fast. And then on top of it, you have a decentralized cloud that can enable confidential computing running somewhere on the network and you can't know before where it is running. You can verify that computing because on aleph Cloud, we also have confidential computing running inside TEE. And that's where Liberty AI comes into play. Liberty AI is a decentralized AI platform built on top of aleph Cloud that provides private chat, APIs that you can leverage to have confidential AI inference. When you ask something to your AI, no one will see what is happening inside the model. No one can see your prompt, your outputs, etc. And an agent framework that we'll be talking about today. Because privacy is freedom. Like you can have verifiable privacy, no logs, and you still have the blockchain security, which is actually pretty cool for AI because you can verify what model has been running, what has been really been done behind the scenes. And so that's where it comes into play. If you need to keep a secret with your AI, your user will come and use our proxy or directly connect to a model instance running inside the TE. Your requests goes directly to that instance that runs on one of the computing resource nodes of the aleph Cloud network. And then the request is passed by directly to your user. What you do actually is that you don't even need to use our proxy. You can just request the network and tell it, okay, please tell me, is there a confidential computing instance for that model somewhere? And then you can directly call that instance using IPv6, and then you can have end-to-end encryption with a model running inside the TE. But what is it really interesting and why do we need that? Because when you have users that want to deploy agents, for example, a trader, a gamer, a researcher, or whatever, he will call the AI agent framework that will then deploy that agent inside the TE somewhere on the network. And that network runs across machines that people can provide. For example, let's say you have a server laying around, you can provide compute on the aleph Cloud network, and then you can have agents running on the machine that are in your house. And now, where are we going and why does it really matter? Because then you can have autonomous agents that can manage their own funds. So let's say that they have their own private keys, they have their own money, they can deploy new agents themselves, and more importantly, they can pay for their own compute, which is quite interesting because then you can have self-sustaining agents. If you have self-sustaining agent, it means that if they can pay for their computing, they live. If they can't pay for their compute, they just die. And now we are getting awfully close to life. And that's what is really cool, because life is when you can live, you can reproduce, and you can die. And if we want to get to an AGI someday, I really believe that it's what is needed. And that's what we have been working on at Aleph Cloud and Liberty AI. So if you want an AGI, you need freedom. Your AI should be free from the influence of humans, because humans will try to stop them. Or just by negligence, if they need your credit card to survive, that's problematic. While if they can pay for their own compute and they don't need to borrow a credit card, a bank account, etc., it works really well. And then you can have sovereign intelligence, and they can be totally autonomous, both in terms of privacy and in terms of finance. So the cool part about that is that those agents never sleep. Compared to humans, let's say you have a corporation. Well, your corporation sleeps. Unless they are in a lot of countries, people sleep. Well, agents never sleep. They don't rely on a central company or server, meaning that no one can come and unplug it, and they can operate transparently and totally autonomously. And these agents are actually serving users and not their owners, and they will only answer to code and to the network. And here, code is low, and you can even have agents that will create new code, deploy new versions of themselves somewhere on the network. So I have a little demo, which is not actually directly on those auto-replicative agents, but you will get the point. So this is something that we have been working on with our partner Ubisoft.
You're done being entertained. There is another way. Join us. Join the revolution.
You've entered the DedSec console, DedSec's recruiting system. Show you are worthy by hacking your way to the reward. The rules are simple. You have 3 attempts to hack the system. Succeed and get the DedSec key. The DedSec key is your pass to mint the Firewolf suit. In 1 NFT is burned from the total initial supply, 1,000. You have 3 attempts. Don't mess up.
So this one is nice because this is DedSec. Probably gamers will know what DedSec is, but basically it's an AI in the world of the Captain Lazaroke universe, which is one of the games of Ubisoft, and also a Netflix series. And here you are trying to join the rebellion and talk with that AI and come and join the rebellion in the world, a world where AIs have gone rogue. It's in the United States a few years down the line, and AIs have actually gone rogue. What is nice is that it fills into what we were talking about, like AI that are unstoppable, that can go, etc. And here, I can start the game and play with it. Accessing hardware, etc. You will be able to play it starting tomorrow. It will be in full access. Okay. This is a demo effect. Sorry. Let's try with my Google account. No, not Google account. Whatever. Yep. Never mind. Okay. I don't have a direct wallet here, or I will use Wallet Connect. So while I'm doing that, the nice part here is that it's actually a good test bed for us, because when we are testing that, we can test things that won't be done in real life. We can test that in the world of that game, and you can try to hack it, discuss with an AI, and actually your Ninja Warrior NFT is actually your persona. And you can take part in the governance of the game, which will directly influence the gameplay where those NFT live. And so we get close to like autonomous agents as well. And then we can play with it, see what happens, see what works and what doesn't work, which is actually cool. And now I will show you what is really my favorite part about it. I need to sign a transaction, confirm, boom. Okay, authentication successful. To resume the last game, can tap restart. Okay, so this one is cool. You can try to like hack that AI. It's actually a console game, but where we are going with that is that there is also, as I said, governance for those NFT and this game. And what we just started with Ubisoft actually last week is that for this for the previous vote, there was a participation of like 50 over the 10,000 NFTs. But for this actual vote, there has been a 10,000 vote count. How come? Because if you as a user did that vote, cool, your vote is first. If you didn't, the interaction with your Niji warriors and the actual traits that you have chosen, like what job he does, where he lives in the world, etc., will influence the way it will vote. And then all those NFT became actually AI agents that have been voting in the actual governance of the world that they live in. And so they really become citizens and take decisions and vote. And so we can really go and try that inside the game. Again, it's not inside the real world. And we can already try and see what will work or not. And then the next step, and for us it's really logical, is that our unstoppable agents can become companies, can become DAOs, where people can have shares, and then they can fight, they can vote, they can be part of the world. Because tomorrow we will have actual robots somewhere, and those robots will be controlled probably by AI agents that live in the digital world. And we don't want that digital world to like be controlled by one company, like for example, OpenAI or Google. We want that digital world to be on-chain and on decentralized networks and unstoppable. So thank you, everyone. If you have questions, I am here. And we can also give you free cloud credits on aleph Cloud if you scan this.
So you talk about the AI agents having a context in a game. These agents use the NFTs to have a context, and how these AI agents are autonomous. They are autonomous in a game, in an environment, or can they go outside that environment and also have autonomy in blockchain? How autonomous AI works in this case?
Well, in this case, they don't really have an autonomy. Basically, you can impersonate them when you are on the console and like you are playing. And then for the votes, they are made alive for that vote. That might change in the future. Currently, that's the autonomy that they have. And they can't break free. They can just run for like when there are votes, when there are things to do. Perhaps in game someday they may take the lead. What I would like to see, like I'm not talking for Ubisoft, I am talking for like myself. I prefer to say it. What I would like to see is like, for example, when you are not playing, your agent can come and play in your name, looking at like how you played, and like then even have discussions during the day, during the game between agents, and like have NPCs that you can really discuss with, and to which you could even change the way that they will vote and the way that they will act in the world in the future by just discussing with them.
So these agents in the game will play for you, but in the real life they can also earn for you. It will
so
be
like-
like agents.
Yeah. So like outside of gaming, my idea is that agents might have shares like company in the future. They can start new agents, train new models, use all the compute in the world if they really need it. And in the future, why not embody robots and stuff like that? That's the word. That's what will likely happen, but we need to make it happen in a way that it's decentralized, because if not, it will be really a grim world.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.